princes who were in Judah and Jerusalem in the name of Eloah of Israel, who was over them. Now Eloah, as you will recall, is Aramaic and is related to the Hebrew term Eloah. In Psalm 114 verse 7, Psalm 114 verse 7 says, "Know therefore today, lay it to your heart, that Yehovah is Elohim in heaven above and the earth beneath, there is no other." Excuse me. In Ezra 5:11, it says, "And this was their reply to us: We are the servants of Eloah. We are the servants of the Eloah of heaven and earth, and we are rebuilding the house that was built many years ago, which a great king of Israel built and finished." And in Job 22:12, it says, "Is not Eloah high in the heavens? See the highest stars, how lofty they are." So he is the Elohim, or God of Israel. He is everlasting. In Isaiah chapter 40 verse 28, it says, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? Yehovah is the everlasting Elohim, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable." And in Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 10, it says, "But Yehovah is the true Elohim. He is the living Elohim and the everlasting King. At his wrath the earth quakes, and the nations cannot endure his indignation." And in Isaiah chapter 40 verse 28, it says, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? Yehovah is the everlasting Elohim, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable." Oh, I got that one in there twice. I can edit real quick. He is our creator, from Nehemiah 9:6, which says, "You are Yehovah, you alone. You have made heaven, the heaven of heavens, with all their host, the earth and all that is on it, the seas and all that is in them, and you preserve all of them, and the host of heaven worships you." So we see here Yehovah created everything. And in Job 4:17, it says, "Can mortal man, be in the right before Eloah? Can a man be pure before his maker?" So here we see Eloah and Yehovah as a creator again. And in Psalm 95 verse 6, Psalm 95:6 says, "O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before Yehovah our maker." So there shouldn't be any question really as to who our maker is. And in Isaiah 45:11 through 12, Isaiah 45:11 through 12, it says, "Thus says Yehovah, the Holy One of Israel, and the one who formed him, ask me of things to come. Will you command me concerning my children and the work of my hands? I made the earth and created man on it. It was my hands that stretched out the heavens, and I commanded all their host." So Yehovah and Eloah are the creator, and you will see that these are one and the same, at least in this reference. He is our shield, from Proverbs 30 verse 5, which says, "Every word of Eloah proves true. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him." And in 2 Samuel 22 verses 2 through 4, it says, "He said, Yehovah is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. my Elohim, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold and my refuge, my Savior. You save me from violence. I call upon Yehovah, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. So here we see that He is the Creator. He is the horn of our salvation. He's our Savior. And that is covered in another study as to who our Savior is. But let's continue on here in Psalms 84, verse 8. Psalm 84, verses 8 through 10. It says, O Yehovah, Elohim of hosts, hear my prayer, O Elohim of Jacob. Selah, behold our shield. O Elohim, look on the face of your anointed, for a day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my Elohim than dwell in the tents of wickedness. Yehovah gave us the law. From Exodus 24:12 we see, Yehovah said to Moses, come up to me on the mountain and wait there, that I may give you the tablets of stone, with the law and the commandment which I have written for their instruction. And turning over into the book of Ezra, Ezra 7 verse 14 says, for you are sent by the king and his 7 counselors to make inquiries about Judah and Jerusalem, according to the law of your Eloah, which is in your hand. And in Nehemiah chapter 9 verses 16 and 17, it says, but they and our fathers acted presumptuously and stiffened their neck and did not obey your commandments. They refused to obey and were not mindful of the wonders that you performed among them. But they stiffened their neck and appointed a leader to return to their slavery in Egypt. But you are an Eloah, ready to forgive, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love, and did not forsake them. Sorry, guys. We see here also that He reveals mysteries. In Genesis 41, 9 through 16, it says, then the chief cupbearer said to Pharaoh, I remember my offenses today, when Pharaoh was angry with his servants and put me and the chief baker in custody in the house of the captain of the guard. We dreamed on the same night, he and I, each having a dream with its own interpretation. A young Hebrew was there with us, a servant of the captain of the guard. When we told him, he interpreted our dreams to us, giving an interpretation to each man according to his dream. And as he interpreted to us, it came about, I was restored to my office, and the baker was hanged. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they quickly brought him out of the pit. And when he had shaved himself and changed his clothes, he came in before Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have had a dream, and there is no one who can interpret it. I have heard it said that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Joseph answered Pharaoh, it is not in me. Elohim will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. And in Daniel 2:28, Daniel chapter 2 verse 28 says, but there is an Eloah in heaven who reveals mysteries, and he has made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what will be in the latter days. Your dream and visions of your head as you lay in the bed are these. And he goes on to describe the dreams. So, Eloah and Elah, they interpret dreams. Elohim, as we see, is also referred to. He is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.